Hello, wonderful ULARP watchers, and welcome back to the Super Happy Fun Time Mega Happy Thursday stream. Why did you only cheer with one hand there, Kitty?
That's the one I've broken.
Should we draw one on for you?
I broke my hand.
Yes, you have. Anyway.
Yes, you have.
So our usual announcements. Thank you, as always, to Critit for giving us dice. They had a new Kickstarter, but they've cancelled it. Who knows? I've not been told all the information. So they were doing like another series of. They made like little animal models for your character. So like all your familiars and pets and things like that.
Cool.
And this was like the second one of it, where they'd tried to get all the sizes bang on Dune, but then for some reason it got cancelled. Yeah, indeed. So last session, how can I put this? If you would have read my notes for what I'd planned for last session, and then what I actually did last session, they were very different. I'm going to blame this on work. So I wasn't over the moon with how I was last session, so my apologies for that. Yeah, I made some silly mistakes, rules-wise and also continuity-wise. And then I made the mistake of sort of trying to decide where I wanted you to be, and then that didn't pan out. So then I had to try and rope you into doing, and then it was very shoehorned in. And I wasn't very, yeah, it was a bit messy. So my apologies for that. I like the games where you've got lots of agency and you can do what you like. Consequences and all. And last session definitely wasn't that. It was, I'd removed a lot of agency, and not for good reasons, just through me getting myself stuck into binds, which I'd created for myself really, on reflecting on it. Which, yeah, there we go.
It was still fun.
Good.
I had a lot of fun.
I enjoyed the roleplay of it, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the roleplay, but then if you look back on how you got into those situations, it was just me shoehorning you in. There was, I didn't give you any choices. It was just, I'm going to force you to do this. You're then going to play out this scene that I have wanted to do, and now we're going to do the next jump. And it's not the style of DM that I like to be. So it's... I always think of it like if you're watching a movie and you think this character would never do this, and it's just because the writers want the character to be in that situation. It felt very much like that. Anyway.
It's cool that you can recognise that.
Yeah.
And, develop the story how you want it to go forward, sort of thing. I think self-reflection is definitely...
Oh, for sure. Like...
Progress isn't linear.
Exactly.
My degree in photography is definitely well used. For the sort of the critical thinking and the being self-critical and being able to self-reflect is something a lot of photographers can do. And you'll find not many photographers who can't take people pointing stuff out for them, because normally they've seen it themselves. Anyway, at the end of last session, for those who don't normally join us in chat, we've now got 2 chats, so I can pick one. So I might pick like one from YouTube chat and one from Twitch chat. So last time, there's Facebook chat as well.
Yeah. Too many chats.
Too many chats. So
is there no way of linking it all together?
There'll be no punishment of me. But if you can remember last time, the chatty people get to choose a positive or negative for the players. Can anyone remember what was chosen? Because I can't remember who
you got a negative
to you.
No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't.
You and positive to...
It wasn't
No.
It was negative on Red.
It was negative for
Red.
me, yeah.
And it was negative on Gabriel.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you used your negative when Red was trying to climb that wall.
Yeah.
I had a negative last time, but it never got
So...
called in, cashed in.
I will use the negative reroll at some point. Or if someone thinks there's a good time, just shout at me a lot in chat and I'll see if I can see it. And we'll chuck a negative reroll. Okay, let's get this going. Oh, is there a pencil? Where are the pencils?
I am like the worst thrower in the world. I really don't think I should be the one doing it directly to the camera.
Take out his eye.
How ironic, the eye doctor.
Right. So, currently, the party split up. We'll start with those in the Abbey.
Oh, great.
Shucks. That's why there's a blank character sheet there. Okay. I see.
You right, Sam? Pardon? Oh, we got a technical issue.
Pause.
Shall I do the slow clap?
We haven't done slow clap in a while.
Oh, that was so out of sync.
So, again, note in chat, we normally do this before. Like, both these cameras are synced differently. And we've got it pretty smooth now. But we used to do a lot of clapping and then listen to the sound. And then people would clap under the table as they were clapping.
Just to cause problems.
Oh, yes. Brian, what was the name you came up with for the team? Brian came up with a good name. You guys need an adventure team.
Oh,
team name.
Double run
yeah, we need a
dash.
team.
Double move dash.
Team Dash.
Team dash.
No, there was a good. He did come up with a good team name because whenever I write like this 2-second blurb where I'm trying to remember what happened.
Team barely alive.
The gang.
Yeah, I say the party.
Barely alive.
We sorted.
We tried. We haven't got any vowels.
The snake definitely has it out.
Yo, why do we none of us have names beginning with vowels?
So it did come up quite a good, because we were just chatting in YouTube. He came up with some good ones. So yeah, have a think about your team name.
Not too fair.
Right, sorry, let me get going.
Barely alive.
Let Brian have it.
We never
Let Brian
wanted to
have
come here.
it. Team, I'm done with this.
Team hostage. Yeah, team hostage.
Team Brian.
Got kidnapped by Vistani.
Team the falsely accused.
Yeah.
Falsely my foot.
Listen.
Right.
No one can prove anything.
Yep.
So we'll jump back in time a little bit. As you stand, the three of you together, up in the where you first met the abbot.
I'm not in there.
You're still outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got everything.
Yeah,
Do we just coincide?
That's fine. Nah, be
I'll
outside.
coincide. Hello?
You finished your prayer?
What's going on?
The consecration went off at
Yes.
least.
Tessia, where were you? You were with
Well,
Chuckle?
the last I was seen, I was watching you run off into the distance.
No, you came back
I came
in.
back to
And you were like,
You're
your rope's
resting.
gone.
You're resting. I don't know where you're resting,
it
but
you?
you're resting.
I can't remember who I told. Yeah, well, I can be in the Abbey, that's fine.
Be outside.
Okay.
Constance, we'll start with Jackal.
Yay, on my own.
I volunteered, okay?
Fake
I tried.
Gabriel.
Tried to help.
Tribute.
As you finished your consecration, and then turning round to see at first what you thought was Gabriel walking towards you, as the flesh got ripped from him, revealing his true form underneath. This red shimmer around him. Tall, handsome, hair dark and pushed back. Now wearing a cloak. Sword by his side as he calmly walked over. You could tell he was... there was ill effects from him being here, but he was able to, with this shield around him, you saw this kind of red, bloody glimmer around him, which you've still not really identified. You would know that is not a common thing for a vampire to have. That is not all vampires have some kind of shield. This is not a common thing.
Okay.
As he walked over and picked up the mace, thanked you for your part in it and the cleansing, and turned into a bat. Did he turn into a bat? What did he do?
No. He just picked up the mace. And he said,
Picked up the mace.
Finished.
Yeah,
he was
sorry.
just standing there with the mace. I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
Cheers.
You still might.
Yeah.
It's fresh character.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Smash the window.
And as he calmly and easily picks up this large two-handed mace in one hand, you can see the cackle and crackle of kind of looks like electricity in it, but as it kind of pings round it, it is black You get the definite sense of unholy energy coming from it.
I will jump up and jump back and grab my axe. And I'll shout, "What have you done to Gabriel?"
Trust me, Jakul. Gabriel is the least of your concerns at the moment.
I will keep slowly backing away.
As you do, the sort of stairs leading up to where the sort of altar dais was, you soon find yourself walking backwards up the stairs. It's up to you if you want to trip or not.
I will hold my ground, but I'll kind of crouch low, kind of half feeling behind myself to make sure I'm not in the best battle-ready position.
Give me a wisdom saving throw with advantage, please.
Oh. Critical fail.
It could only get better.
14.
He's cast a spell. You're not sure what he's cast. You felt protected from it in here, where you are, but you do not see him as a threat to you.
Okay, I'll lower my guard. I'll put my axe away. I'll keep my shield out. I'll be like,
Better, Jakul. He reaches out with a hand. His cloak still bellows around him as if there is a breeze in here, but there is not.
Where's the real Gabriel?
I would never dream of hurting something as beautiful as you.
I'm glad that you have good sense. I'll take a step forward.
Tell the others they are welcome in Ravenloft. One and all. I tell them they have nothing to fear from me. You have done a good thing here. You can see still this constant shimmer going around him. And it's the sort of red ball of energy constantly, like little shimmers. Like if you imagine like Star Trek Enterprise, as it's getting that kind of effect around him.
Okay. The feeling, I just feel like I can trust him, or I feel like I don't feel a threat from him.
You feel like he's an old friend.
Okay. Well, it's good that we could help you.
Good. Now let me help you, Jakul.
Do you have a way for us to leave this place?
But why would you want to leave?
Things haven't been going too well for us since we've arrived here.
When you can stay here with me. Always. He steps in towards you.
Okay, I'll stand my ground. I won't flinch away. I'll just kind of be...
What's your armor class?
16.
And as you stand your ground against him, before you know what's happened, quicker than your eye can catch, there's a hand around your throat as he pushes you back and holds you against the dais, and pleasure meets you.
Pleasure?
Pleasure.
I mean, considering
intense
that's just
enjoyment. Warm, as if you had just met a loved one.
Okay. So I'm just like really happy.
Very, very happy to be where you are.
Kind of happy.
Your neck feels quite warm.
Okay. I'll like kind of like put my hand on his shoulder and kind of like a grin. Not in like an aggressive way, but kind of just like resting my hand there. Kind of
as you put
like,
your hand on his shoulder, the red bubble around him finally gives as he lets out a as he comes back, and you can see his face is not this of an aristocratic man, not that of a well-dressed gentleman, but fangs are now dripping with blood for some reason. His face contorted in anger.
I'll keep my grip on your shoulder. Are you okay?
He brushes you to the side and bolts for the door.
Okay.
You get another save, another wisdom with advantage after what he's just done.
18 or...
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, 25.
25.
You double got it.
You shake it off as he makes it about 20 foot from you. You would know he's charmed you.
Yep.
Definitely. But because of his actions has broken the charm, or given you a chance to save versus the charm that he's put on you. Being in this place definitely gives you advantages versus him.
Is my neck in pain?
As bleeding, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's great. Okay. How dare you! I'll grab my mirror and I'll kind of point at him, and I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on him.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on the attack.
Okay.
Because of where he is.
I think it's a dexterity dodge. He has to dodge it. Sorry.
Oh, is it? I'll give him disadvantage on the save.
Sorry.
Oh, you got him on the first roll. Well, I might critical fail. No. Yep, you've hit him.
Okay.
Give me some damage.
So 2d8. 8 damage.
That's
radiant.
Ooh, ouch. You're used to seeing everything you've thrown against him hit this red shield around him, but this strikes him.
Ooh.
This hits him. There is no red glow around him.
After I've cast that, I'm gonna, seeing that actually have an effect, I'm gonna kind of charge after him. I'm a bit pissed off.
Yep.
I'm a little bit annoyed by this.
I'm a little annoyed. Also, I'm doing the chat at the minute.
One is not impressed.
Those in the courtyard, you feel something you've not really felt since coming. Oh no, last time you felt it was in the church at Balaki.
I'm sure that's still going.
Where you felt sacred ground. You would know that you're on sacred ground. You'd know you're on sacred ground, but for the other reasons as well. So it's two conflicting views. It's like a warmth, a welcoming feeling for you. Probably not as much for Hessia. As you finish, as you finish laying out all of these bodies.
And cutting off their heads.
Don't forget that.
It would seem that Jakul has finished what he was doing inside. Probably about 45 seconds, maybe a minute after he finishes, the door bursts open, or bursts out from where the abbey was, and you can see Strahd with a very large two-handed mace crackling with black energy on his shoulder, running out. Not in fear or in... he's just like someone in a rush.
Yeah. I grab Hessia and push her back to the wall that we're near, because I think we're between the two.
Yeah, you're in the kind of big open courtyard area. Yeah. So the ground is still splattered with blood, some of it your own. You've managed to get all of the creatures lined out, ready for proper burials, arms crossed on chests. Took you some time. And out he comes. You're probably about 40 foot away from him at the moment.
Literally just going to stay quiet and make sure that you don't do anything stupid as well.
Hessia?
I'm offended for a start. You think that I would do something stupid. I've never done something stupid.
I cast Fireball.
I mean, that is literally the first thing that came through my head, but you'd just be sort of like scrabbling behind Constance, like what's going on?
Yeah, we can't do anything here. Stay quiet.
The whole chat's gone, Percy, do something stupid.
Sure, if Constance had done anything other than grab her and shove her behind her, then she probably would not be stupid. But
Yeah, so you get pushed back.
yeah.
As Strahd comes running out, you see a sweep of his cape around him, spins in the air, leaving black trail of smoke behind him as he takes the form of that of a bat. Not a huge bat, but not a small bat either.
Medium-sized bat.
Pretty average bat.
Thank you for giving us that extra bit of flavour.
Not quite a flying fox, but not quite one of those little bumblebee bats.
Not big, not small. Just a bat.
Oh.
Anything you want to do? Jackal?
Average bat.
I think as soon as he's out, out of, as soon as he's
Average.
airborne, just run for the abbey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as far as we know, Gabriel and Jakul are in there together.
Yeah.
He's actually dead now.
Do we know Gabriel's? What did we see in that respect?
We saw
You
Gabriel.
saw Gabriel.
Gabriel was helping me out.
Yeah, we previously saw Gabriel.
Oh yeah, we thought Gabriel was with us, didn't we? All that whole time. Yeah, sorry.
What's your hit points, Matt?
Current or max?
Maximum. Like current hit points.
Current, 43.
Okay.
So, hello Sam, who has the same cushion as this.
Oh,
and just
that's
sent me a
a cushion.
photo of his own cushion which matches.
That's awesome.
No. Well, yes, I want to new hand.
Brand new hand. I should have not drank that entire cup of tea.
Excuse me.
We need a break.
No, we've only just started. No wee breaks. Just don't let me drink any more liquid.
You took 27 points of damage in total. As the pain now lances into your neck. Whatever he bit you with has truly worn off. As in, whatever stopped you feeling the pain.
Yeah.
Well, he's an hour bat before, so.
An average bat.
An average bat.
Yeah, I love the bee cushion.
It's really good.
Cute.
It's a good size and it's nice and firm.
Where'd you get it from?
As a gift, I think Simon got it for me. Did you? I can't remember. It was a present.
It's not too big, not too small. Just like a bat.
Yeah.
Just like a bat. Just like a bat.
I saw one which is like a giant D20. I quite like that one. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, pain lances in you as for a second your legs kind of give way.
Yeah, I'm gonna
imagine
stop.
the sort of sensation where you've given blood.
Yeah.
Very similar to that.
I'm gonna stop giving chase. I'm immediately gonna check my neck. What do I know about infections or vampiric kind of? Yeah.
Give me a knowledge. Nah, you.
No,
Give me a knowledge, and I'll tell you how much you know.
Do I need to cast remove curse on myself immediately?
Depends how dirty you feel, I suppose.
Yeah. Knowledge. Knowledge what?
Religion. Excuse me.
21.
Nice.
What?
That's insane. That's good
Well,
religion
what?
knowledge.
Your
Religion knowledge. I never get.
You've
I never.
been hitting the
2.
books.
I got a 19.
Hey.
So, you're 100% sure that he used his vampiric charm on you,
Okay.
not a spell.
Okay. So I'm not cursed or
No, when
gonna
he
turn.
bit you,
That's what I'm worried about.
so if he would have drained you completely, you would have become a vampire spawn.
Okay.
It is said that if a vampire can come back and bite you over a number of nights, and you don't stop them, then you become a vampire.
Okay.
So if he would have killed you from it, you're a vampire spawn the next day. If he hadn't have killed you from it, but then finds you again and bites you, like remember with Irina, every time she'd been bitten a couple of times by him.
Yeah. Okay.
The kid that was under the church in Barovia.
Spawn.
That was Spawn.
Yeah.
So they're more mindless. They're not as powerful,
Minions.
anywhere near as powerful. More minions. They're kind of directly under the vampire's control.
And what's her name?
Oh, the one we beheaded and stuck to a tree.
Spawn again.
She would have been spawned as well.
You're not sure on that one. Sorry.
She
was a bad one.
was a full vampire, I think.
Eliza.
Okay, but there's no like poison or curse or anything like that that immediately needs to be removed. Like no immediate danger in that sense.
You wouldn't want to get bit by him a couple more times.
I understand that. Okay. In which case, I'm gonna put my hand over the wound and I'm gonna pump a cure wounds into it.
Yeah.
Heal myself a bit.
What did you roll?
4,
I give
7 health.
I give you an extra 2 for where you're sned.
Ooh, thank you.
As you cast it here, you feel unholy hallowed ground for sure. Not like super mega church cathedral hallowed ground, but
I love that sound effect.
Yeah. It could be safe to sleep here tonight, Hessia.
Good.
as the moon sits unnaturally full above you, you hear a howl, a blood-curdling, long, drawn-out wolf's howl, but bigger.
Well, crap.
Is that your IC response?
So I guess I'd go inside the church then.
Yep, you'd see Jackal in there.
Yeah.
Are you hiding the neck?
Well, I've just pumped a heal into it. Does it seal up or is it still...
Yeah, it will do.
Okay.
It would leave a mark, probably.
Yeah. I'm not going to hide the mark.
Okay.
Did he bite you?
Yes. He was Gabriel. I don't know what happened to real Gabriel.
What?
That Gabriel, he was pretending to be Gabriel.
What?
He wanted us to use the holy
Strahd.
power. Yeah, he wanted us to use the holy power of the mace. He wanted that mace corrupted.
And he has it.
He has it now. I couldn't stop him.
So where's Gabriel?
I don't know. I tried to get answers, but he's Strahd.
What do we do?
Red's gone. Gabriel's gone. We are all quite banged up. I think
We can't
we need
traverse
to...
that hillside in the mist, in the dark.
Red was...
I think we need to barricade ourselves in here and rest. The ground is consecrated. It did seem to actually damage Strahd for a time. He had this shield, this red aura that protected him, but when I touched him, it dissipated. I don't know if it was a coincidence or not, and he started to burn from the consecration. I actually managed to hurt him, which I am rather shocked about.
In which
What did
case...
you do to him?
I cast a sacred flame on him. The radiant damage seemed to have some effect.
Well, that's good to know. It's a pity we don't have something that can cast such a large amount of radiant damage that we did with the mace.
Perhaps that's why he wanted it.
I think
If this place is consecrated, it seems the safest place to...
Yeah, I think we need to barricade
Rest up.
ourselves in here and rest for tonight. We can find out what's
at
happened.
least till dawn.
Yeah.
They know where to find us, so
I
they can get back to us.
Yeah. And if Red's down there, she can find Gabriel. She can smell anything.
Yeah. If she comes back, we can find Gabriel in the morning.
Yeah. Okay. This might be the best place for us to avoid the hags for at least a night. And it's probably the best place for Hessia to have a night's sleep before we deal with them.
Oh God, yeah.
Because how many nights did they give you?
Well, until the moon was full.
He made the moon full.
Which we
Brilliant.
thought was about 5 days.
That's great.
Right. Well, shall we bar the door?
Bar the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll set about barricading ourselves in and making ourselves a little bed for ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got quite a lot of wine in here as well.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Do you remember from the basement?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind was it?
Mainly the medium and the cheapy.
Right. Okay. I'll refill my wineskin.
Yeah. Which one with?
Medium.
I think you made a list of how much wine you had. How many bottles?
I've not been keeping track of wine.
Just put one medium in it.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
share the rest of the bottle, I suppose.
Yeah. Need that liquid courage.
Does anyone plan to keep watch?
I'm going to. Shall we double up the security? I can make us a little hut.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think that might be more useful somewhere where we're not in a church.
Yeah. This double barrier.
Double barrier.
And then we can all sleep.
Double barrier, but then will we not have a single barrier later on?
Wait, I can cast it again.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm gonna clear some space and then set up Lehman's little hut.
Oh, I love it.
Going for double barrier.
What's the name of the hut?
What's it called?
Lehman's tiny hut. Tiny hut.
I'm just really sad that isn't actually a hut.
Yeah. It's like a clear. It's like clear.
Like a little bubble
It's like
thing.
an igloo.
Yeah.
Iridescent bubble.
Igloo.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I can change the color as I like, and I can make it dark or light.
I could have just
inside.
called it lemon.
And temperature control.
It's quite a cool spell. Yep, you invoke this hut, and as you guys step inside of it, you become invisible-ish, isn't it?
So I can decide whether it's opaque or clear, and so we can see out. So it's like double-sided glass, so we can see out, but no one can see in.
Someone just made an absolute gem of a comment.
Is it Matt?
That's really good. If Jakul becomes a vampire, he won't be able to see himself in a mirror.
Oh no!
Let's
Wow!
allow this to happen.
Yes.
This is a good reason not to become a vampire.
As you invoke the spell on this sacred ground, the dome springs into existence as you all settle in for the night.
I'll temperature control it so everyone's nice and warm.
Nice. Anyone going to keep watch? Anyone going to...
Don't need to.
Just all going to go to sleep?
I think so.
Pretty safe in here. Anything can break through the sacred ground and this. We're
Lemons
dead anyway.
worked last time. So.
That's the logic. We might as well go to sleep.
Have a cup of tea and let it all blow over.
Down at the bottom.
What's that?
Pain lances your body. It's a pain that is hard to explain. It's not just one thing. Certain times when you move, there's a sharp pain, but there's this dull thud, this dull ache to your whole body. You've definitely done something to your right knee when the beast pulled you from the wall and you fell awkwardly. There's a scratch mark down your back. There's a constant itch and constant wet and sticky, and you can't work out why. In your brain, it doesn't make sense. You feel hot, but for some reason you're shaking. You see just glimpses of what's going on around you. Someone you recognise, the medicine woman.
Am I lying down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on your back, looking towards the ceiling for some reason. You're inside. You're not quite sure how you got here, but here you are.
Immediately she's going to try and sit up.
As you do, you're being restrained. Someone pushes you back down, but their voice is soothing. Rest, little one. You have done well.
She'll grab at the hand.
As you do grab at the hand, you see it is bloody red, covered in blood. As is your own hand, as you look at it. Shh. Rest, little one.
Where is he?
He is stopped. For now.
Alive?
See, you try and form the words in your mouth, but they almost come out like as a gargle. As he pushes you to the side, as you spit up. But for some reason, instead of it being phlegm, it is blood red. And he pushes you back. Again. I didn't understand what you said.
She'll spit whatever is in her mouth to the side
Yeah.
and try again.
As you do, you look to the side. For some reason, there's blood on the floor as well, and on the table.
How bad? Me. This will all be like very like whispered and raspy.
Yeah. He looks over to the medicine woman who was the woman helping give him birth. You will be fine, little one. But you can see in his eyes, he doesn't know. The woman rushing around is moving frantically fast.
It hurts.
I imagine it does. If it helps, I think you may have saved a lot of people tonight.
Tell me where he is.
We have him chained. Sometimes our own people have been bitten. We cannot be sure if this curse takes them or not. So for the first moon we chain them. Old chains, they will hold him. But he will call for the others to come. Do not think they will come tonight, but soon.
The others are still in the abbey.
We've sent word to get up to them, but no one can make it. Little one. Your vision drops for a second, so it feels like you just blink with tired eyes, which are tough to keep open. And as you open them, the mayor is no longer there. You see the medicine woman covered in blood. The smell of burning incense and other things fills this room now. You can't help but cough as she jumps from whatever kind of a slumber she was in to run over to you and kind of helps you onto your side. You're in a lot of bandages now. You're not quite sure how much time has passed. Drink this.
She'll sniff it and try and work out what it is.
Yeah, give me a survival or knowledge nature.
That is a 22.
Oh, nice. You recognise some of the herbs in here. Kind of like a natural remedy, kind of like a tea, but more, I think kind of like thistle tea.
Mm-hmm.
You would give it to someone to help fight off infections and stuff like that.
Valerian root.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't ask me how I know that. Yeah, is she able to reach out, or is arms hurting?
No, yeah, you can.
Yeah, she'll reach and
The medicine woman kind of keeps hold of it and helps you.
Yeah, she'll drink it really slowly.
Yeah, it's very bitter.
Yeah.
How you imagine it. The smell kind of hits you as well.
Yeah, she'll just neck it back. They would have found herbs and things to eat if they were injured.
Yeah.
So she's just going to drink it all back and try not to be sick.
Yeah. Give me a constitution saving throw. I'll give you advantage
17.
on it. I'll give you advantage as well. Since you knew what it was.
13.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah.
You experienced with it. You were ready for what was going to hit you. It wasn't going to be nice. As you gag slightly, but you force it down.
Yeah.
She gives a little smile. Yes, you are strong, little one. Rest.
She'll grab at her sleeve and pull at her to bring her in closer.
Yeah.
Don't let him die.
She feels freakishly strong.
Ooh.
As you kind of pull at first, she doesn't come, and then eventually she comes down to you.
Yeah, it's not like forceful, it's all more of a...
Yeah, but as you first kind of grab onto her, there's just nothing. No strength in your arm.
It's always got some arm strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sun's out, guns out.
Yeah, she's just going to whisper to her, don't let him die.
Okay. Gabriel. You remember talking with Strahd outside. You remember saying goodbye to him and turning into a bird and going to speak to the others. You also remember Constance saying to you in private, I think we should tell the others that it is for the best that we go and speak to Strahd for lunch. But do not say it came from me. I trust him, I believe him. He may be a vampire, but I sense he is noble. After you went back into the abbey.
Constance endorses this message.
And then, for some reason, you remember coming back outside and going for a walk, but you remember there was a bit hazy, and then you woke up at the bottom of the hill. And you're not quite sure how you got here. Then the need to hunt filled you. To satisfy, not to feed, but just to kill, to be the alpha, to be the best, to be the apex. As you moved, you found yourself moving quicker. As the prey was taunting you, it knew you were here, but you were quicker than it, you were smarter than it. As this rage overfilled you, your brain didn't think about anything apart from devouring its heart. Not for any kind of substance, but just because you could. As you tracked it, as it tried to run from you, you were faster and stronger. How dare this creature taunt you? Still it ran. There was more here. They'd get their deserves. That's not the right word, is it?
They're just desserts.
Just deserts. What would come into them? All of these creatures would. They would understand that you were the apex hunter here. You didn't care if you were outside, inside, it didn't make any difference. You could smell their fear, their blood, their sweat, all of them. As you made outside and they gave you combat, the thrill of it filled you. The small creature tried to escape you time and again, but time and again you beat it down. You were being attacked, but you didn't care. And as the small creature tried to get over the wall, you remember pinning it against it and glee filling you as you bit into the creature. The taste of its blood was intoxicating, warm and salty. There wasn't enough of it, though. You finally knocked this pathetic excuse down to the floor. It whimpered and begged for mercy. Something hit you in the side, and the world span. Now you find yourself chained. Your brain not quite as animalistic, but still slightly. Outside, and it is bitterly cold. You are completely naked, covered in scars, not bleeding, but you can definitely tell. Excuse me. You can definitely tell where you were hit. You look around and you're inside Kresk. Your sense of smell and your hearing still feels heightened. You take a moment to look round. As your eyes do, You come back round, you look up. There's a large full moon. You start to feel this animalistic urges come over you. Do you resist them?
Yes.
Give me wisdom. Apologies for my cough as well, by the way.
Yeah, that made me jump.
20.
You were so like intense.
20.
You managed to push it to the back of your mind. What do you focus on? Not to...
I focus on the Raven Queen and what she holds. Because I've had to fight fight things like this before.
Yeah.
I was solely focused on her and what she holds.
Okay. Yeah, does you well. You pass out for a second. You're not quite sure how much time has passed. A lady who you recognise as the medicine woman comes out to you. She's got a large woolen, scratchy blanket. Looks like it might have been for a horse or a donkey or something like that. And chucks it to you from a distance, eyeing you cautiously.
I slowly reach in and grab it.
Yeah.
And just drape it over my shoulders. Thank you.
You do not deserve your friends.
Spits on the floor near her. As your senses kind of come back to you a bit, you can see that there are two other people in the shadows and the dark with crossbows. Probably about 40 foot away, but you know they're there. Their steady heartbeat, rhythmic. Their blood pumping through their veins, their salty, warm blood.
Is there any
To
torches?
taste that blood, you hear in the back of your mind.
Is there any torches near
Just
them?
to eat their hearts, to tear them out.
Try and keep it at the back of my head. Is there any torches by the two that are...
Let the old one watch it as we kill the younger ones first. Taste her fear.
Not happening.
What is not happening? As you realise you've said it out loud.
To turn again and eat your friends before I eat you. Was there torches by the two that got crossbows?
Nope, they're in the dark.
Okay.
Yeah, they're hidden.
Yeah. What of the thing I was chasing?
Thing. She lives, no thanks to you. For some reason asked me to come and look after you.
Does she have blood on her still?
Mm-hmm.
Can I smell the blood? Do I know whose it is?
Give me a d20.
15.
Yep, red for sure.
Delicious. Delicious.
As you think about it, your eyes almost roll back in your head with pleasure at the thought of tasting that blood again. The thought of just licking it off her hand and then finding red. But as you smell it, I'll give it to you, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it hits you. You don't want to do that now.
No.
No.
Thank you for keeping her alive.
Pardon?
I'll say thank you for keeping her alive.
Her blood's changed.
You need to find Jakula, the cleric.
You are past saving. Once you have turned, there is no going back.
She has not, and I have clearly bit her.
Sorry.
No one can get up to the Abbey. Not tonight.
Keep her safe.
She leaves you to it. What's going through Gabriel's head?
Gabriel was just focusing on like what's happened this past like few hours, like trying to think back to the memory of talking to Strahd, trying to think back to like trying to work out what's real and what's not.
Okay.
But then also trying to keep the voice at the back of his head because he knows what he's become and knows what happens to things that have become like that. And basically he's trying to figure out if the Raven Queen has some way of curing it.
Okay.
And he's looking for Eric.
Okay. So, morning comes.
Oh, hi.
Full rest.
Oh.
Not even a single hag.
Not even a single
I
hag.
may need a new character sheet.
Have you gone through?
Oh no.
No. How many times?
A literal hole in my hit points.
Put some tape there.
So these are some of the
Band-Aid. Just put a Band-Aid on it.
some of the name ideas we had. Fortunate Five, Reaver's Vanguard, Stranger's Hope. I like that one.
Oh,
That's cute.
Quintet of Vengeance.
I like Stranger's
I like
Hope.
vengeance.
I'm
like-
literally a vengeance paladin, so if that Lawson is like,
To be fair, it is slightly
That's
vengeance.
it. How
Sorry.
many of us are now doing this for vengeance? Say I.
Aye.
Quintet of Vengeance. It sounds like we should all be bards, though.
Maybe we should all become bards.
It does, yeah, we should all have...
Subclass bards.
Sorry, band.
I'll do the special effects.
And
Mix
then
them up.
Matt-
Stranger's Vengeance Quintet.
Stranger's Vengeance. Hang on a minute, I'll get the hair right for it.
Vengeance.
Okay. The next game is going to be only bards allowed.
I'm so up for that. I'm so up for that. Like, honestly. Ooh.
They made
Oh,
bards a
these
bit more fun in
modules.
this one.
I love playing bards. That's usually my
Like,
go-to.
That was
a
gonna be
lot
my
of the
backup.
some of the classes in 5e they made a bit meh,
Yeah.
but the 5e bard I quite like. There's like different flavours of it are quite good.
I space barded in Starfinder.
Oh, the space bard.
Basically, you were a celebrity.
I was space bard.
Yeah, remember the space bard?
Space
Yeah.
bard.
Happy times. Right. Anyway, sorry.
Different game.
Different time.
You were woken and you all feel pretty rested.
There's a hole in my hit points. Dear Eliza.
The abbey is quiet. The stained glass window seems quite bright. And there was no fun business in the night.
No funny business, huh?
None.
Even with Jakul around her.
And our double barrier of protection.
Be careful.
Right.
It's been an oddly sexual session.
So far, yes, it has.
As you start going about your business downstairs and getting up, and everyone does their prayers and their concentrations on magic,
I'll dismiss the hut as well.
you just miss the hut.
Dismissed.
Go away, Hut.
You hear some noise coming from the floor above you. Someone is walking around up there.
Is the concentration? I can still feel the concentration.
Yep.
Can I attempt to stealth, like up,
Yep,
just up
yeah,
enough
stealth check.
stairs to just see? When would you bring your stealth?
Yeah. I'm kitting myself up, getting my armor on.
2.
It is. So that would be a 6.
I don't really know what to say.
I guess you
missed
just
the first.
No, you're not.
And smashed his face.
Sometimes I
in it.
do roll high numbers.
Breaks
Honestly,
a nose
it
on
does
the next
happen.
step.
The first step was the stealthiest thing you ever saw. The second one,
It's like that,
That's
what was
so-
it? That Family Guy thing. You like go to step very carefully and then.
You're not terribly stealthy. No.
you're a thief.
You think?
Really? I have +4 to stealth. That's why I ended up on 6.
Your brain thinks to itself and remembers, there's the squeaky step here. I shall miss this one. As you step over it and you step onto the squeaky step with a
I
little.
have the worst luck with rolls. I'll sit here now and they'll all be in the high teens. I can get The second I have to do it for real, I get
New dice.
yeah.
You see, getting out of the bed upstairs and doing. Very attractive lady. Long flowing hair, headband. Esmeralda.
Oh, okay.
Hasn't gone particularly too far. Without turning round.
Well, she went invisible, didn't she?
I thought she was going to meet us down there.
Oh, she went invisible.
Yeah, she
I
did.
didn't know what she was up to.
Oui. I see her.
She's French.
No, she was a little.
She was Spanish.
She was Spanish, wasn't she? Man, I'm so bad at accent.
You do your generic Slavic accent very well.
And she gives you a little nod. She doesn't say anything.
Strange that.
Yeah, she verged from French to sort of Spanish a few times. She's somewhere around there.
She had a fake accent on as well. at some
Yeah,
point.
she does have a fake accent, but only I think only Constance picked up on it. No, it was only you picked up on it, wasn't it? Yeah. How are you, Hasia?
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're visible again. I see.
Yes.
Laughs at her own joke.
As are you.
Laughs from downstairs.
Best buddy.
She has a half a bottle of wine. Breakfast.
Yep, come up the stairs. Take it.
Yeah, the smell of like rich red wine hits you.
Yep.
Which has been open. Yeah.
Give it a swig.
No, I could not get past the mist last night.
Red did.
Yes, I saw.
So are you staying here now? Coming with us? What's the plan?
Let us go and speak to the others, shall we?
Suit yourself.
What do you think we should do?
Me?
Yes.
Find the others?
Why?
They've kind of helped us. Once or twice, or maybe a few more times than that. Kind of owe it to them.
Yeah. She does a big swig, swirl around in the mouth, spit out the red wine, and then another big swig, which she actually swallows, followed by a.
Mouthwash. Cool.
Well, let's go.
Yeah, go back downstairs.
Makes her way down the steps with you. Those as you're getting ready downstairs, doing your morning prayers, you feel connected to this place. You've never been particularly good at your morning deities, but here it is. At least it's not cold and wet. And you feel closer to soon. Is it soon?
Yes.
But your neck does itch slightly. Not in a bad way. You know when you've got like a little pain and you poke it and it's kind of pleasurable? It's that kind of sensation.
Very strange thing.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Like, oh, I've hurt myself.
Oh yeah, it still hurts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
When you
still
want to pick at a
hurts.
scab.
Or I've got a bruise or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
It's,
Yep, that hurts.
it's like exactly that sensation. Oh, what a shame it would be if this was to happen again. Damn.
Yeah.
That'd be awful.
I do not want to not be able to see myself.
That is his save.
That is just like,
Wait a second. You see coming down, walking with a swagger in this kind of long coat with slight tails to it, sort of cut off at the sleeves, then with puffy sleeves, slashed. A couple of weapons at her side and little potions around her as well, with travelling bags packed now as well.
Hestia is very careful with the stairs on the way down, so not repeat her mistake on the way up.
stealth roll.
Just need to stealth roll. Athletics for going down a staircase. Probably screw that up. Is that an understatement?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did.
So you missed Strahd.
I saw him, and I saw you.
Not the right opportunity then?
Not yet.
Him burning in consecrated ground and running away? That's actually cool.
Have a tissue. You have to get reach some.
Absolutely not.
Thank you.
I did not have quite enough time. I did not know he was, I guess, Gabriel.
Yes.
Huh.
It was a surprise. Next time, perhaps.
Yes. We should probably make our way downstairs. Unless you want to talk here.
We need to find our companions.
I would not recommend staying here. It is said that Strahd can scry. Listen in. What you plan.
Who can't?
There is nowhere then that he cannot see. If this is consecrated ground, probably the most protected place in the Barovia.
Do you have any defense against it?
Block.
I
Your hut, doesn't that block
don't know,
scry?
actually.
I thought it did, but maybe I've imagined that.
He stops creatures getting in, but...
They know you're there, but they can't get in.
Can you detect magical effects?
Creatures and objects are barred from passing through.
Gabriel could do that, couldn't he?
Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or cast through it.
I
So
can
if you're
dispel.
inside that, you might be safe.
I can dispel.
I don't know how
magic.
much I'd trust
I don't know whether that would. You'd have to know it was happening, I guess.
Yeah. So, when someone scries for you, if you can detect magic, it will be invisible, but you may see it, know it is there. You can give them false information. Strahd is ancient. Strahd is the land. But Strahd is just a vampire. A powerful vampire. But just a vampire.
Yes.
He is smart and old.
But he can be killed.
And it would seem he likes you.
Yes.
So I like you.
I would rather not have a repeat of last night.
Well, not until we are ready.
Indeed. Preparations must be made.
His arrogance knows no ends.
I believe that I managed to hurt him, if only a little bit. That is all the more proof that he can be vulnerable, given the right circumstances.
I would like to know more about this shield he has. I've seen it now.
Did you see it disappear?
It seems to have limits.
Do you think it was just overwhelmed by the consecrated ground, or was it because I touched him?
I'm not
or he
sure.
was feeding?
I don't know. What do you think, Constance?
I didn't see it. Maybe he has to lower it before he feeds.
So, where are we going?
Hey, you are coming with us.
We need to find our companions first. Perhaps we go down to town and the villagers.
We need to go down there regardless.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make sure everyone's okay. Report about what happened here. Or at least most of it.
Are there any supplies that we could nab in the cellar? Is there any food or anything
Wine.
like that?
Wine?
Not wine. From like the vegetable garden, like.
Oh yeah, they have.
Excuse me. There's probably like enough for a couple of days of not particularly pleasant rations. They're all a bit rottenish.
I think we can leave that for the villagers.
You're so kind.
I will speak to Gabriel and see if I can help him to detect this scry. It is not easy.
We will need to find Gabriel first.
What is summoned will be invisible and magical.
Well, first step,
Find
down
Gabriel.
to town. Find Gabriel, find Red.
Have you got horses?
No. Summon them.
We can get a goat.
Constance can get us a goat.
No, we don't have any horses.
What's got your goat, Constance?
Someone messaged me about how much they love that goat.
Right.
Fuck off.
But I'm not going to be on goat back while the rest of you are walking. Might as well just trek.
We could always go together.
Yay.
Maybe not. Okay, let's go.
To town. Let's go. Gather our stuff. So the consecration, is that maintained by the items that we used, or is it we can remove those items now?
You would think it would dissipate without them being here.
Okay. Cool.
They're kind of anchoring it, and not particularly well. The more powerful the good item that you put in here, the better the consecration is going to be.
Okay.
That makes it kind of more fun roleplay to leave cool stuff here to keep this going.
Okay. We'll leave what we had left.
So you're leaving the totem, the
Little
idol?
totem thing,
the
yeah.
idol and the statuette, and yeah.
Give me
I probably got a 1. Whatever you got.
D20. Knowledge religion. Give me a knowledge religion. Give me a knowledge religion.
7.
Oh, that's more usual. 4. That's my normal religious knowledge.
So what I said, the more powerful thing you could bring here, the better.
I got an 18 on religion.
The more powerful thing you could bring here, the better. And your mind goes back to you finding something very powerful, which was currently somewhere else.
Does it? Good.
Underground.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that place is probably better.
Yeah.
Is there like some sort of like a reliquary or like a somewhere to put the things rather than just out in the open on the shrine? Box them a bit more.
Not so much anymore, no.
On the altar.
That's the
then.
altar. Is probably the best place.
Okay, I'll put them on the altar then and kind of set it up as like a little shrine before we leave.
Yeah, nice. The mist has cleared from the way down. As you start to do the long journey going down, it takes you the best part of an hour. Running up, out of breath, to meet you, hear someone yelling, "Jakul! Jakul, they need you!"
Right. Who is it?
Ivan.
One of your adoring
The guard.
fans.
Ivan. I'll kind of
favourite.
speed up and jog down to meet him.
Oh, we've got our favourite Golemir. Yeah. Hey, mate. Mucho, love-o. Oh, Golemir, how are you, mate? I hope you've been well. Sorry, my internet's going crazy. My chat isn't working. Not that everyone's our
Very
favourite.
active tonight.
It's
Chat.
been really good. I love it. He looks knackered. He doesn't look like he slept. There is blood on him still.
Are you okay?
Come quick. They need you done. 'Tis red.
Lead the way.
As he starts
Keep
running
pace
down.
with him.
If you thought you hurt last night, now is pain. Now is the joy of pure day-old agony of swelling joints.
Yum.
Your knee is fucked as it is swollen to be huge. The bite mark on you itches like something chronic. You're pretty sure that when he kind of bit into your midriff, that the teeth must have touched, pushing in.
Yum.
Can I tell what's happened to me?
You remember the fight. You remember getting the shit kicked out
Can
of you.
I tell? Is it dislocated? Is it broken?
You think it would have been dislocated and put back in.
Nice, tidy.
Yeah. Whoever's taken care of you has done a good job of it, but it has not been a magical healing. It has been natural herbs and remedies. An old woman comes to your side. You recognise her as the medicine lady you've met a few times. She looks very tired.
I was worried you would not make it.
I wish I hadn't at the moment.
It will be okay. I am sure the worst is done.
Is he still alive?
Unfortunately for him, yes.
What about the others? Did you go and get them?
As you say that, running into the town like the triumphant.
Slow motion, cake flying out behind us. Yes.
Sunlight glittering off the silver armor. The claws leaving sparks as they hit the stones.
You get pointed towards the medicine woman's house as you see this frail little old lady. The smell of medicinal herbs hits your nose, and you see just blood everywhere. I mean, everywhere.
Oh.
As you first, if you're not used to this scene, it would be like a big step back. You remember her having this big wooden table, and it is just the smell of the herbs hit you first, and then there's that kind of irony metallic smell hits you second. You see Red, and she don't look so well. She looks pale.
I'll rush straight to Red and avoid the messier, bloodier spots.
Good luck. Good luck.
You make it to Red's side. You can see she's definitely been bitten by something massive. There's also a bite on the back of her neck, a slash down her. Her clothes are pretty ruined. Her armour has been just torn off her and cut off her.
Right, straight into like healing mode. I'm gonna try and figure out the worst damage, what needs the most attention quickly.
Yes, the bite could be internal bleeding for sure.
Okay, immediately focus on that.
You sure you don't need help, Jacob?
You're the only one who would help best at this. Is Constance around?
Yeah, I'm in the doorway.
Could maybe use an extra set of hands.
Okay. I go over to the other side and put my hands where he's indicating.
Okay.
Yeah. Red is just like everything is tense, sort of anticipating them.
We put our hands together and we're like the same size as Red.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Red is just tensing up because like anticipating they're going to try and touch her. So everything is just like
holding these still as we can. Using magical healing as I feel it needs to be used, and
I probably would put a magical heal in her.
Yeah. How much do you think? I mean, like I'm going to be spending spells. I'm going to if I'm told it's a werewolf that's bitten her, I'm going to be trying to remove curse as well.
Yeah. So give me a remove curse for sure, definitely.
Yeah. Remove curse, then some healing like cure wounds and things.
Give me.
And then also,
So you're doing what spell is it you're actually doing on her? Remove curse.
Remove curse for sure, because if I know she's been bitten by a werewolf.
Give me a roll.
And
knowledge religion, please.
On the spell, or
yeah.
13.
I'll give you advantage on it because of you're doing remove curse on her.
No, 13 was the highest.
You don't think you got it?
No.
You don't think you got the curse? Your knowledge of werewolves is not great.
Yeah. I'm gonna pump another remove curse and then.
Constance, anything you want to be doing?
I'm gonna. Is there obviously blood coming from certain?
Well, everything. There's a lot of bandages on her, but they're all kind of seeping. Yeah.
I'm gonna put my hand behind the back of her neck, where there's blood on the pillow, and put 10 points of healing.
Yeah, she'll be yowling.
Yeah.
It's not even like screaming. It's just absolutely horrible animal noises. It's a lot of pain.
As you look towards her, you can see she's got canines.
I'm gonna throw a second remove curse into her, trying to get rid of that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, give me another knowledge.
Is it knowledge, or would it be like a spell?
Spellcraft, if you've got it.
Spellcraft, or like?
Yeah, spellcraft.
I don't know if I have spellcraft.
Arcana.
Knowledge Arcana.
Arcana,
I don't know if I like the new skills. I prefer the old skills.
Nah, religion's better for me.
Either.
Okay.
They'd fit with
something. 14.
I'll give you advantage on it again because you're using a spell.
Religion is like my curse.
You think she looks pretty stabilised, Constance, after smashing that into her?
18. That's something.
As you wreck your mind back to werewolves and what is going to happen, your knowledge is that there's a good chance you can remove it if you get them before they turn once. If someone turns once, it becomes a lot harder to remove it.
Okay.
With her being bit on a full moon, and it still being a full moon, you don't seem to be able to remove it. Although it's not the night at the moment, with it being still the cycle of the full moon, it doesn't seem to be shifting the curse.
Okay. So I'm not being effective at it for now.
You've not been able to get rid of it.
But maybe when there's a new moon, I can try.
Yeah. Or not full moon. The curse is not at its full strength.
Okay.
While they are trying to heal Red,
Yep.
can I Hessie would be too repulsed by all the blood and the gore to get too close, but she'd see red sort of thrashing and all that. Can I cast Major Image, which is basically is basically an illusion of her wolf, sort of to comfort her. Just like curled up next.
As you do, and you don't look into the room, you see Esmeralda loading a hand crossbow with silver bolts.
Oh, where is she? Like
she's at the door looking into the room.
Sort of next to me.
She's sort of like out, and as everyone's been looking in, she's just taken half a step back and has taken out her hand crossbow, and you can just see her in like the repeater bolt.
Shoulder budger, just like try and push her over.
As you...
Yeah,
give me an attack roll on her.
I don't know, that is like a...
Yeah, no, D20 plus your proficiency bonus.
Oh, proficiency. I don't know what that is. So I never do.
Plus 3. It should be 3.
I'm guessing you got no strength bonus.
Crit! I save it for the best.
It's like get your tail and just pull a leg out.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my... No, I don't have a negative reroll on you. She is just piercing eyes looking into this room and just like... And you take her unawares as she tumbles to the floor and crossbow bolts spill to the floor.
She's my friend. Leave her alone.
She will not be soon.
Yes, she will.
I would be doing her a favour.
Leave her alone or I will do you a favour. Sort of like tiefling fire, crackling.
What do your eyes look like?
I thought they were yellow, weren't they?
Sort of like goldeny,
fiery.
But I like to think that when she gets angry, it's like
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
When she turns, and she will, I will kill her.
Not if I kill you first. And then steps away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mic drop.
Give me a perception.
What?
See, crit again!
Crit again!
That's insane. And a perception roll as well.
I mean, I'm at -1, but it's a crit, so...
What kind of crazy parallel universe are we living in?
Can everyone remember this day? Critical perception, me.
Yeah.
As
2 crits in a row.
As you were looking at her on the floor, she, for a second, you thought she was reaching for something in her boot, in her right-hand boot.
Okay.
But she wasn't. She was pulling her boot up and pushing something down. But in the moment between, you could see where her boot had gone down, and you can see that her leg is not natural.
Oh.
It's beautifully made,
One of them.
well carved out of woods and metals. Above the knee,
Oh, wow.
you can see it, but it is an artificial.
Your leg.
Yeah, for sure. She notices that you notice, and she looks embarrassed for a second,
Okay.
and then pulls it down. So be it.
Step back. But I'm watching her. Did the illusion go off, by the way?
Yeah, you would have done that first. Yeah.
Okay, so
you got that
spell
off.
slots, yeah.
Padding in.
I mean, that's not just gonna fuck with her head.
It's a gamble. I figure she's...
That's what she's delirious on.
That's what she's thinking,
She's like
is that
off her
she's so
face on
out
various
of it.
different plants and whatnot.
Plants and pain, that's it. That's druids in a nutshell.
You feel relaxed and better for sure. It was good to see Constance and Jakul. Even if Jakul did look slightly worried.
Yeah. She's just gonna, when she sees the image, she's not thinking, she's just gonna put hand out.
It's major image, so it seems completely real, including sounds, smells, and temperature appropriate to the thing depicted. So I think if you actually touched it, it would be you'd know it was an
she's
illusion.
She's not gonna. I imagine it probably won't get close enough for her to reach.
But it would
she's
smell right, and it would be giving
Yeah.
off heat like a wolf would. Yeah.
This
Haven't had a
Smells
chance
like
to use that
Dad.
yet. Yes.
Yeah. As you drift in and out of consciousness, you're not sure how much time passes. Healers in there, you'd be able to see, for natural remedies, the medicine lady has done a good job. But you walking in with magical healing and just going kablamo, kablamo.
Yeah.
Achy.
No, it's fine.
You've turned it around, and
How many?
you're not sure if she's bitter or not, but you're able to save her. It's a different kind of skill what this woman has got, knowing herbs and wounds and things like that.
I'll thank her for saving our friend. Thank you so much for keeping Red alive. A lesser healer, she would have been dead long ago.
Who's nearest to Red's head?
Me, I think.
Yeah, you were holding her head.
Well, she'll reach out to whoever's closest and pull them close. So I'm guessing it's going to be Constance.
Yeah.
She's going to pull her close. She's going to. Where's Gabriel?
I shout out to Hestia in the doorway. Find out where Gabriel is. Red doesn't know where he is.
Is he still alive?
Was he
They
attacked
hurt
as well?
him.
Did the wolf bite him as well?
Wolf. Gabriel.
Alright, Gabriel.
Both. Same.
Gabriel was the wolf.
He did this.
Hestia, find out where they're keeping him.
Keep half an eye on Esmeralda.
Red's going to pass back out.
Yeah.
That's a lot of effort.
Looking for Gabriel.
Alright.
Towards the south east of town, near the main doors, there's an area heavily chained down, big pole hit into the center of the ground. You see Gabriel completely naked.
Oh my.
He's got a
Blanket round
yeah.
him. Pardon?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Now
What is
it's
he
time,
like?
Johnny.
Would he have put illusions back?
I
Probably
don't
not.
think he would have the
No.
have the strength, would it?
So, what does Gabriel look like, please?
So Gabriel, the person you see chained to the pole is a man with just like a horse blanket over him. He's about 5'9", longish brown hair, grey beard. But what you do notice is that he's like heavily scarred. Like he's been like through multiple battles. Like there's like his whole face is scarred up, his arms are scarred up.
Would I have any sense that I'm looking at? Like, are you recognisable at all
Yeah,
as the Gabriel? That okay.
And I have a very kind of like, you kind of will get a kind of a look and think that like that's clearly a Fastani, but not.
Okay.
So yeah. So there's like he's got kind of like the structure of a Fastani.
Fastani. And
Or, yeah, but like yeah, he's just completely covered in like scars, like almost head to toe. But yeah, and he's brown with a bit of grey through him basically.
So some of the hair on his head is kind of still stuck to him with blood. Semi-conscious, shivering a little bit on the floor. But
Is he
with like a
tied, you say tied
itchy,
to a
he's
post.
chained.
Chained.
Yeah.
Go up to him, sort of kneel at eye level and sort of try and shake you to consciousness.
He's in a cage, isn't he?
Oh, are you in a cage? Sorry.
Is he in a cage?
No, I'm
Or is he
just
chained?
tied to
Oh,
a
change
chain.
your
Change
pose.
your post.
Is it day?
Yes, yeah. Yes.
I open my eyes and look at Red. Not Red, to Hestia.
She is red, but
As you go to touch him or go close, there's a hand on your shoulder. As you look round to see Esmeralda there, and she shakes her head. As her eyes just kind of fix on him and are staring at him, one of her hands free near her belt, just waiting to see if he moves. or lurches.
She heeds the warning, doesn't touch but stays close and sort of just goes, Gabriel, Gabriel,
It's
Gabriel.
morning, isn't it?
It is morning.
Good.
Good morning, Scarface.
Oh, yes. I would step back if I was you, because the two friends of mine will probably put arrows if you try and release me.
Hold on. So take a step back.
Is Jackal a red?
Jakul and Constance.
Good.
As you look to Esmeralda and to Constance.
Constance isn't there.
Oh, you're not there. Are you still red? As you look to Esmeralda, there's a horrible stench upon her. Horrendous.
Yeah.
Something disgusting about her. You'd smelt it a little bit on the guards, but on her it is disgusting. She reeks of it.
Of what? Just a horrible
Yeah,
stench.
sure. Yeah.
Thanks, Africa.
You
Or for our American viewers, axe.
Is Red alive still?
Seems to be she was screaming, thrashing.
And Jackal has removed the curse.
I didn't get close enough. It was grim.
Did Strahd attack you? Is Strahd dead?
No, we saw him flying off.
Tell him nothing.
Shut up. He flew off.
This is no longer your friend.
I am getting tired of you. Gabriel is my friend. I am talking to Gabriel.
Strahd can't kill me.
Well, that's good.
But he did, I guess, charm me and change my memories of what I thought I did.
Why are you tied to a post?
I'm cursed. And I'm a werewolf.
Huh.
I wasn't before until being in Barovia, and then the werewolf that we met on the road bit me. And I thought nothing of it until Strahd had me and forced the full moon. So I'm not even sure, from my knowledge, werewolf, if I truly cannot be uncursed. But I must talk to the Raven Queen about that. But while I'm in Barovia, I don't think that's possible.
Dimitri walks over, the town mayor. A shorter, plump man with a bald head.
We tried to reach you last night, but the mist was too thick.
It was, yeah.
Red saved us. From Gabriel.
I'm a bit French still, sorry. All my accents kind of blur into one.
Dress is very French today.
Matt Mercer's got nothing on me.
Can your cleric Jakul save them?
I'm sure he'll try his best.
It's all on you, buddy.
Oh.
Esmeralda, with you.
There is little to no chance to save them now. It is already too late. Let me kill them both.
No.
A time will come when you will beg me to. I just pray it is not you I have to kill.
People have tried before. Tends not to work. Are those my last words? I will take them.
If you want Strahd to come here quicker than you wish, then yeah, go for it. My mother was Vistani, and he's told me that while I'm in his lands, half of me is still protected by what he offers to Vistani. Protection and freedom walk for his lands.
That will not save the people tonight. There is no doubt you will turn again. And when you cannot get free but smell their bloods, you will howl and cry, and all of the wolves will come here. They will climb these walls and find you. They will free you and take you back to them. And they will kill.
You need to find my stuff.
Any idea where it might be?
Most likely in the graveyard.
They just came from there.
We can use the staff.
Oh yeah.
Also, if they are going to come for me tonight, we can always use the abbey. The walls are higher and there are more.
Sorry.
Well, we'll keep you safe, Gabriel.
But for now, make sure red. That's fine. And tell her that I'm sorry.
I will.
Dimitri looks to you.
What of the abbot? We have not seen him for very long, but it is said he is powerful. My son, did you find him?
Sorry. The abbot was not what we expected.
I see. Let us go to Red.
As he marches across, still walking with her swagger, Esmeralda with you as you make your way back to the medicine woman's house.
Yeah, keeping Esmeralda very much in front of me so I can see exactly what she's doing.
Those who have been with Red, is there anything you want to be doing?
Keeping her stable, and I'll also...
She seems stabilised. You would think with another night's rest she'll be pretty good with you pumping heals into her and stuff.
I'll have a hashed conversation with Constance to let her know what I know about the werewolves, that I can't remove the curse. I've tried, and I can't remove it yet. I think it's because the moon is still full. Maybe when the moon is...
But there's still 3 more nights of this full moon,
Is there?
potentially. That's how
2 or 3, yeah.
2 or 3, yeah. So
Pretty
she'll
much.
turn tonight if
Perhaps we can take her to the consecrated ground, or the reconsecrated ground.
lock her in the cellar. I don't know.
In the reconsecrated ground, there's that prison.
There is, if the consecration goes that far.
How quiet are you guys talking? Will I be able
We're
to hear this?
just the two of us. I
So
don't want to
mumbling
live.
over
Yeah.
you, but
Right,
yeah.
so I'd be able to hear
Yeah, definitely.
it. Yeah.
Your hearing seems really good.
Yeah.
Like, properly good. Like, you got advantage on it good.
If I turn and I can't get out, I'll call. Just like wolves will do if they're trapped or in danger. Gabriel would do it to call to any others.
Can you cast silence?
What level? I don't know. What level is the spell? What level is the spell silence? I don't know.
I
if
have
silence is.
nothing helpful.
I don't think it'll last long enough
I
anyway.
think it lasts like a minute, I think.
Yeah.
That was in character, I suppose.
Okay. Well, no, but I don't know, but I don't think it would last long enough. Not for the whole night. The best I can think of is to return to the consecrated ground, try and bundle them up as much as we can.
What about the cave?
Do you think we could reach there before nightfall?
It's dawn now. It's not. It's not
Pretty early.
much after dawn.
Yeah, it's not that long after dawn.
How long does it take us to get here from there?
You're probably talking about 4 hours to get there. No, less than that, 3 hours.
We can get there.
That's true.
If we can get them in the ground for the night, and we can keep guards in the wizard's tomb, perhaps they'd be too far underground to be able to call. And if they do, then it's a bottleneck.
That's true. And there's also that stone guardian thing that would help defend us technically.
Yeah. I'd forgotten about him.
Technically, you're right.
Yeah, that is the one snag in that. Shit. What happens if we have the two of them together and rip each other apart?
Werewolves, if they're working together, if they can call for each other for help, then they must help each other. In which case, they would not hurt each other. We'd have to chain them up either way.
Yeah, but at least there we can trap them underground, and we can keep that. If Gabriel lets us use the staff, wherever it is, we could at least lock them down there for the night.
Right. Would they not damage the place?
Well, probably, but
Yeah.
at this point,
That
maybe that's why we needed it.
Yeah, that's probably the best course of action, yeah.
What was damage?
Hessia, you arrive
Oh, yeah.
to see just outside or just inside? Are you talking?
Oh, we're
Well,
talking
over Red.
Over Red.
Yep.
Out of earshot of the healing woman.
Yeah. She has gone to rest now that you
Good.
guys are back. She
Yeah.
looked knackered. She looked really tired. Walking into the room would be
Esmeralda first.
Esmeralda first,
yeah, sorry.
Dimitri, and Hessia.
Thank you. Found Gabriel.
Where is he?
Tied up outside. He's a werewolf.
I figured that at this point.
They're going to want us out of here.
They
Pretty
are.
quick.
And they'd be right to say that.
Yep.
We've had a thought. The cave underground, underneath the wizard's tomb. It might be enough to hold them. Maybe enough to cut them off from the other werewolves. For a night. But once they've both turned...
Won't they rip each other to pieces? I don't know.
No, well, I don't know either, but Shakul says that we've logicked it out. Perhaps seeing as they're apparently called to each other, it means that they'll aid each other rather than fight. But it might be far enough underground that the
Others won't hear.
others can't get to it, and if they can, then it's a bottleneck.
And if the consecrated ground might help to slow or prevent the turn.
They may fight each other, but they will find it hard to truly hurt each other.
Well, then that's what we do.
The only problem is the stone in the entrance.
We got past it once. Get past it again. Gabriel's things are still in the graveyard.
No, including the
Staff that helped us last time.
We need that staff. That will help to keep them trapped.
Yeah.
If you are set on this course,
Who is it we're speaking to?
Dimitri.
can you tell from her accent?
It's Dimitri, right?
Is it Dimitri or is it?
Esmeralda.
Who's taken up?
I said Esmeralda.
Smoking. Sorry, that's me taking up smoking.
it.
If you are set on this course, there is something else. Do you know what happened to the werewolf that bit Gabriel?
I cut his head off.
We killed it.
No,
We brought his head here.
we brought his head here. I'm sure.
Yeah, you
We
did.
killed it.
We killed it.
And what of its heart?
Its heart we left, but it would. Well, it might still be where we left it.
If you can bring me its heart, we may be able to cure him.
It will be on the way, I think.
The way these creatures work here is different to what I have experienced.
It was up there towards the
Oh, that
Forest.
encounter. I remember that one. Yeah.
caves down there.
By the wizard's tower thing.
They have. Some of them are born here. Both parents being werewolves. Some of them are created as your old friend was. With it being the land of the vampires. If you can find me the heart or the corpse of the werewolf who sired him, we may be able to help break it.
What's his head do?
His heart.
Heart only.
You could always just give me Gabriel's heart,
No.
and we could save Red now. Failing that, whichever werewolf sired the one who killed would do as well, or the one that did that. There is like a hierarchy.
It's a family
It's a pyramid
tree.
scheme.
Trickle down economics.
It's the Barovia pyramid scheme.
To be safest, if you brought me their leader's heart, I'm sure with your help we could cure them.
Who is the leader?
There might be a
Who is the alpha?
score in the scent.
Yeah.
There'll be a trending scent.
Yeah, but if the leader could be anywhere, if the leader's not.
Any werewolves we come across, we take the heart.
Where was his name? Sorry.
I'm here for the practical solutions.
I believe it is a were-creature, a werewolf called Kiril. So spelling wise on that is Kiril.
I was close.
K
But no I-L. Close, but no cigar.
He is old.
But he's not the land.
His fur is grey. It is said he carries a scar across his face. As she says this, you remember Hessia from a long time ago. And Gabriel, you're not there.
I'm not there. Oh, I want to find that fucker.
You've definitely seen him before.
Not the one from the right.
I'm not sure if anyone else saw him
It's from right before we.
When I was
came
still
to
in
Barovia.
chains.
before you came into Barovia.
Yeah. You and I got
The
in a
wolves
tangle
were
with it.
fighting it.
Was that the one that attacking the lady?
Huge one.
Yeah.
No, that's the one that charged the warhorse and the paladin.
I
down.
didn't see that one then.
I saw that.
I think
Oh,
only
yeah, I
Gabriel
think you and
saw it.
I did. That,
I think
yeah.
because the wolves were attacking it as well.
Yes, one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have. Yep. Yeah, as he mentions what it looks like, it's just like that little rush of fear goes down your spine. just like a little bolt of electricity, remembering the size of this creature. This werewolf was humongously big, super strong, ridiculously fast.
Do we have to kill the alpha?
We could try and find the body of the one that we killed before.
Would you like to remain a werewolf? There you go.
I can help track. I need to be able to walk again.
We need to survive the night for now.
It's not too far of a detour though, the general area that we were in.
We've got to go back up to the Abbey as well to get Gabriel's things.
Yeah.
Split the party. One people go to get the things. We meet at the cave. It'll work out perfectly fine.
It always goes well when we split the party.
Oopsie.
Save it.
Oh!
Good save. Nothing to worry about here.
I could have turned the camera off.
The fiddly one.
Nothing goes wrong when we split the party, camera.
We need to get Gabriel out.
We need to get you out too.
Convince them to let us take him away. I don't think they'll take much convincing.
I think if we're offering to remove him from Crest,
this is
they will let
Davian, or
us
this is
do
the
it.
lady who's... This
Talking
Davian
to
or the
a
lady?
thingamajiggy,
Esmeralda.
Oh no, sorry, the lady.
Esmeralda and
Esmeralda says this.
Okay.
And the mayor is there as well.
The mayor's there as well, yeah.
He just kind of...
Beyond me.
Fine.
Sorry.
It sounds like we need to get Gabriel's belongings regardless, so
Yeah.
I'll go now. I cast Find Steed. I'm doing it with just like finger
Are
guns.
you just gonna hear a?
I don't know, are we?
Do we hear the click clap clopping of goatee feet?
Or is he just going to burst out the ground?
Fuck you!
As you get outside and you summon,
Hey Grim.
the mist swirls around as it creates a circle. Creates a circle on the floor, and then it becomes like a pentagram, as then it catches on fire.
Oh my god!
And as its hooves with black flames coming up them hit to the floor with a shake of its head and mane, with the big ram horns coming round.
Ram horns.
It's like a goat, isn't it? So it's got
Yeah,
a
goat.
big.
But a ram is a sheep.
Oh, okay. Big kind of like goat. So he's got horns, hasn't he? Goaty horns.
Yeah, goat horns.
Like straight back horns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that from last time.
To his eyes, there are like a black fire to them.
Such a dick.
You see, Esmeralda takes 2 steps backwards, hand crossbow.
Just gonna smack her with my tail.
Get used to it.
Yeah.
Mentally, you feel this connection hit you. Give me a Constitution.
Against the goat.
You've got advantage on it.
Mentally slap you.
15.
Yeah, you're okay.
19.
As soon as you summon him, he is pulling against you to be free here.
Yeah. I grab him by the scruff of his goatee beard and say, Ilkish, don't. And I grab onto one of the like scruff here and jump up onto him.
So magnificent.
You've got a good. He is muscular underneath you. You can like feel his. He's not
Solid beefy goat.
Beef goat.
muscle back.
Beefcake goat.
Beefcake goat.
Beef, that's a cow.
It is carrying a half walk. This goat is massive.
Really? I thought it was just a normal sized goat.
On top of it.
It's not fainting goats.
It's like it's not quite like Shire horse size, but I think like its hooves are like Shire horse hooves.
It carried 3 unconscious people.
Yeah.
Like a dire goat.
Yeah, it's a
Dire goat,
massive
nice.
old
demon goat.
Beef.
Absolute
It's a
shit.
Yeah.
of a goat.
It's an absolute
The demon
unit.
goat.
Absolute
Unit.
Yeah.
Chunky.
He is a unit.
The chunky boy.
A lot of people step back and there's lots of gasps and as he again gives another snort of...
Yeah. All right, I dig my heels in and go towards the path up.
You going on your
We're
own?
meeting you here, or we're meeting you out? The gate?
You sure you don't want someone with you?
No, it's fine.
No, we fast with just one.
Alright.
Meet at the gate, meet at the bridge.
Meet at the...
I won't be able to go very fast.
Meet back here. I'll be as fast as
we're
I
trying
can.
to group up and get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, at the gate then.
So
You feel
need to
the
get Gabriel.
presence of the goat in your mind. And so as it tries to break free, you kind of... what goes inside Constance's mind when is she imagining herself holding it as well as physically holding it?
I think she's like thinking determined thoughts, like trying to sort of almost meditate,
Okay.
just like a concentration of
Yeah.
this is where we're going and
Yeah,
you cannot bend me.
You hear a voice inside your head. There is one goal this goat completely shares with you, and that is the goal for vengeance. And that need and joy of wanting to right wrongs, just what it views as wrongs are slightly different as what you view as wrongs, definitely. Where are our enemies? They will know fear.
Best goat ever.
At the top of the hill, we must get supply. Shit.
As he's just no fucking around.
Yeah.
People are pulled back out of his way as you're having to physically steer him, and he's just flat out. As he starts to...
The original absolute unit.
his legs pounding with ease and expert balance. Up.
Sheep.
But that was where the absolute unit
Okay.
started, with that sheep.
On this terrain, he's happy as Larry. Like, a little bit cold, hard ground, loving it. Tight turns, jump, jump, jump. Yeah, it's Constance enjoying.
No, it's just
Yeah.
concentration.
We found
I've got to do this. I don't like it.
Pretty huge.
But he's black. so-
Giant.
That is an absolute unit of a goat.
Yeah, you feel his emotion and him wanting vengeance above anything else. His life does not matter at all. He's happy to be on this plane and happy to be alive. But the need for vengeance trumps everything. And it's slightly intoxicating from him. Again, yeah, you get up there.
Is he going to be able to cross consecrated ground?
He's not happy about it, shall we say.
How far does the consecrated ground expand to?
Not that far, not to the graveyard.
Okay.
Not outside the compound.
Fine.
No.
So within the first wall.
You would have to force him to go in, and what would happen to him, you're not sure.
I'd leave him at the gates
Yeah.
with that in mind.
Yeah, he's...
I told you my stuff was in the graveyard.
Yeah, the
you
graveyard's
said-
outside the consecrated ground.
So, yeah, I'd just run over to wherever Gabriel was last seen as Gabriel and look around for his pack.
Yeah.
And the staff specifically.
You can... It's all on the floor. It's all just left there. Do you have a quick look through it?
Not rummaging in the bag, but just...
Okay. The bag is open.
Well, anything that's out of it, I would stuff in.
Yeah.
And...
You can see his clothes there have just been shredded.
Right.
But everything else has fallen on the ground. You won't be able to tell from the ground what actually happened though.
Okay. But the staff's there.
Yep, staff is there.
Staff's there. Okay. I just tie it to the pack and then sling it.
Yeah, you just grab everything.
Yeah, and then dash back to...
Our enemies flee us. Cowards.
We'll find more. We'll find more enemies. Let's go back.
The spirit has no chill.
Seeing his opportunity, as you get to the end and you're overlooking the town, he does a proper up on his back feet, and then a massive front fleet as they slam down with a boom onto the ground. And hold on, starts pounding those downstairs.
Downstairs.
In the town, you see a fucking demon goat get summoned, look angry. Constance have a little chat with it one-to-one, and then piss off at breakneck speed.
Right. Negotiating with the mayor to get maybe is Red's not moving fit, is she?
No, you probably could walk. You wouldn't want it.
Red's going to do something.
You wouldn't want a force march.
Yeah, Red's going to do something to try and speed up her healing a bit more. Because the way I think about it, with changing into animal form, you're re-knitting all of the muscles and the bones. It will hurt, but re-knit everything and it will pop things back into place.
Please don't turn into a wolf or we might just kill you.
Esmeralda may do something at that point.
What do you want me to be?
Anything other than a wolf.
I don't know. I've been a crocodile before. Crocodiles aren't very effective. Quick, what do I want to be?
The crocodile.
He's turned into a werewolf!
I just be a crocodile and just like...
I wanted to ride the crocodile.
I wanted to ride the crocodile. What can I be?
Let's go find creepy little Abigail again.
She is brilliant. Can she just be part of the group all the time?
I don't know what I can be. I think I'd just be any non-flying, non-dire creature at the moment.
Big cat.
Oh, I've not been a cat before. Oh, God.
What else could you do?
Goat.
I don't think you could be
a
bear.
goat.
Could you
I
goat?
could do bear. I think I'd do black bears.
Donkey, something like that.
Donkey.
What?
Maybe not
Can
a
you
bear,
change
I
your
think.
size? Or,
So you can you can go up to small, is it?
One, you can go one
no,
smaller,
I can be,
one bigger.
right now I can be a warhorse.
Oh, fuck
Things
me.
like that.
It's
But I
medium,
can't be
isn't it?
anything that's dire or flying.
Right, okay, there we go.
So maybe something
goat.
small and we could just carry you.
No, I don't think she can go small, I don't think.
No?
I'm not sure.
Okay, we're gonna go cat. We're gonna go different. We're gonna go.
This is where we need Golemir. Golemir, if you're in chat, what can we do?
Yeah, give me a.
Where's our
cat or something.
bit?
Yeah, where's our?
Oh, the tablet's in my bag. I needed to use it.
Oh!
I needed to use it to watch
You've been
videos.
using
That's
our
the whole point of the tablet.
I'm so sorry.
Our D&D tablet.
How dare you?
sorry.
I have all the animals that I want to summon, but
I'll have a look in here.
give me a cat of some description.
Okay.
I don't know, panther. I think
Let's go
panther.
to
Snow leopard.
Oh,
Excuse me.
tails. Have you seen the pictures of them with their tails and their mouths? And it's like-
Yeah. I got it.
What are you going to do about Gabriel while we're deciding?
Pause for me for a moment.
Right, so...
Red's going to be scrambling in
What we
trying
know
to-
about werewolves, when they're human form, when they're not turned, are they still in control of themselves or no? Somewhat?
When it's a full moon,
Non-flying speed is your limitations.
I'm going to try and negotiate with the mayor to get like a
max
hand-pulled
CR.
cart, like a wheelbarrow type
CR.
thing, maybe. And then I'm going to chain up Gabriel and stick him in it.
love it.
Oh, so it can be a direwolf.
Maybe not a wolf right now.
Yeah, the mayor likes you. Yeah. Is it safe for us to go?
Yes. We cannot. I don't have the time to tell you everything that happened, but the priest had been corrupted by the Ancient One and had a very misguided view on the world. He was taking your dead and stitching them together into golem-type creatures. We have laid him to rest and laid his creatures to rest as well.
And the place is
We
sanctified.
have re-sanctified the land, so it is consecrated ground once again. It may offer you some protection in time of need, but not impenetrable in that sense. There is more space there. There is a small vegetable patch. Something.
Once you have saved your friends,
Yeah, boy.
we could use a priest here.
I would...
Think on it.
Yes, I would be willing to help. I would be willing to help if needed.
Help me up. Red's going to put a hand out and just help me up.
Yeah, you can turn into any.
if you're talking,
any
I'll
form of
help.
cat if you want.
Oh, cool. We can slow leopard then.
Yes, no, never.
I'll just use pants.
I'll
Yeah,
help you
so
up.
she's going to stand up really, really slowly. I'm imagining things still hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to
My Bojo impression.
try something. Going to hurt a lot, but might help. So she's going to very, very slowly kneel down, try not to put too much weight on that bad knee.
Help you down.
Yeah. And she's going to try and force
Yeah.
a shift, but it's going to be, whereas before it's usually like, this is like, you can see like skin, like
Cool.
everything moving under the surface, things are popping, and it's really, really slow. So like one point she's almost like caught half between human and cat, and then the fur just goes
Nice.
all the way to the end, and she's in agony the entire time.
Hessie was watching Esmeralda like a hawk during this in case she thinks it's some sort of tricksy
Gets
wolf.
twitchy.
Yeah, exactly.
Tricksy wolves.
Yeah. You yelp in pain.
Yeah.
And then it's a cry of a cat in pain. But you feel considerably better.
And when the fur all comes on, she's going to do the big cat stretch and flick the tail, because it's a new form. She's not done that before. And it's going to be like bright, like icy blue eyes. And a little shake.
You hear... Not yet, you do. Right.
With the negotiations with the mayor, can I also ask him to if they have a blacksmith to refit the adamantite armor that we found before? No, they don't have a blacksmith.
Not capable of doing it.
Okay, cool. I want to wear it. I want to glow.
I want to glow.
Valaki.
Yes, I figured as much.
Is it Ivan, the guardsman?
Mm-hmm.
Is he there? Is he around?
He'd be on gate.
Oh, I'll pass him on the way out.
Yeah.
Red's going to go up to the mayor and is going to run head under his hand as a thank you.
Yeah, he gives you a little strokage.
Yeah.
Is the mayor going to let us take Gabriel?
Yeah, is he going to give us the chains and the little
Give us the
hand
chain.
cart? We're going to chain you up and put you in a wheelbarrow.
I can walk. Hey, I'll wait for you to get to me.
Why is that the deal that you've made?
You still have werewolf. You can change.
Esmeralda seems real keen on this idea as well.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a very good idea.
It's the safest.
My voice is going.
Yeah, Red telepathically communicates using words now, because you guys are rubbish at interpreting images. Just say, I'm also, remember I also
You'd have to do
might
images
still
now
be...
from the cat.
Pardon? Oh, images, okay, so yeah, she'll just be her next to a werewolf and sort of like interchanging them of like, remember that's
You
me
haven't
as-
turned yet. Full moon, the night. Maybe after that.
She's gonna pad off towards where Gabriel is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gabriel, they grab you in chains. You're
Good
cold.
news, you're free. Bad news, we're taking you in a cart.
Why am I still chained?
Can
He
you
did
control
the
yourself
deal.
completely?
Until the full moon, yes.
Okay, once we're out the walls.
Fine.
Red's gonna sort of sit in front of you, just blink very slowly. Just that cat blink of hi.
Alright. I'm gonna wheel Gabriel out there in the little...
Is it like a really wobbly wheelbarrow?
Yeah, it'll be a crappy
Can I
one they
get
gave
some
us.
clothes or something?
You make it down there.
Hessie is
Just in time
savouring
to
every
see
moment of this.
This.
Gabriel in a wheelbarrow.
Wait, is it a cart or is it a wheelbarrow? Because there's a difference.
Whatever they'll
Or is
give
it like
me.
a little like kiddie cart that you pull?
I'm
behind?
thinking
Quest was
see an
wheelbarrow,
empire.
so we're going with wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow's fun.
I think we need to spend all of our Twitch money on this art.
This art, definitely.
A scarred up, a half-naked Gabriel in a wheelbarrow, being chained up with Jacob going, last time.
Not even like a few chicks around him, just like
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's good we can find fun
Oh,
in
my
this horrible place.
Yeah.
This isn't going to work. Mostly because it's going to take so long with us wheeling him around in the wheelbarrow.
As soon as we get out the walls, we're letting them go.
Fine.
Let me
Fine.
have this.
Fine.
5 minutes.
Fine. I'm just going to carry on straight past all of you and trot down to the walls.
Okay.
Yeah,
out
Red's
the wall.
gonna go ahead in front of this.
Hessia is
Brilliant.
watching and she is loving it.
This awkward moment as there's this.
I'm going a little faster than that.
Walking with a swagger, with a hand on the hip, is Esmeralda.
Enjoying this far too much.
Yeah.
She's not the only one.
You have to duck to get through the gates slightly. As the mayor and his wife say their farewells, as do a couple of the guards. You can see blood on the gate, on the wall, on the floor, as you walk out the gates.
Has Red been given any extra clothes? Or is she still in her, like, ripped up?
I have nothing.
I'll try when I was getting the wheelbarrow.
Okay,
Can I
do some
negotiate
mending?
just some, like some.
Do I even have clothes? Or did they get completely like ripped off?
There's, you still got them. Should we say just say you chucked them all in a big sack or something?
Yeah, we salvage what we can.
Yeah.
Like, get like a.
So you've not mended anything yet, but you've just kind of chucked it in a big sack. They gave you some children's clothes.
Nice.
Aww.
Yeah, well, they fit.
Some sort of robe for Gabriel as well for the temporary.
Oh, I've got a horse blanket. That's
That's fine.
That's all I've
You're
been
happy
doing.
with that, all right?
As you make your way outside.
Yeah.
And
Oh, so Red's armor's destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay.
totally wrecked. Completely
no
wrecked.
armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you put it all in a big sack and we'll see what you can salvage and what you can't.
Okay.
As we pass through the gate, Red's gonna stop in front of Ivan.
Yep.
And
You've still got his hat.
yeah, well, that'll be in the
Yeah.
bag. And she's gonna, rub her head against his hand again.
For a moment he looks shocked and then
Yeah.
gives
do
you a
that,
little
do
stroke.
that cute cat noise. That.
Yeah, he'll give you a little play with your ear. Till next time.
And then pad on out.
Right.
What sort of pace are you saying?
We're gonna wheel out to just into the wood area and then untie Gabriel.
Again, if you can remember, you're kind of coming downhill, you got to cross a river. It is eerily quiet in the woods outside.
Am I back to full hit points now? And what about spell slots?
You've not rested, have you?
No,
I've
you've not
kind of-
rested.
I've been passed out.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't have rested.
Yeah, I've been passed out.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay.
I will put my hand out to Red and see if she wants to lift up onto the goat.
She'll turn away. Not turn away, but like step back and show the picture of wanting to walk, wanting to stretch. She's still a bit stiff.
While you're doing that, while you're leaning down I'll step across and I'll kind of whisper, are we wanting Esmeralda to know the location of this cave? Do we trust her?
That's a good point.
This being whispered just to
Just to
Constance.
Constance, yeah.
First, we get the heart. And then we can decide what happens.
Right. Okay. And back at untying Gabriel.
Give her a test.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sorry.
Give me a drink.
I'm okay.
Alright.
We're not got
Some
to.
fridge water.
Oh, is that fridge water?
Oh!
Oh, my favourite.
The cursed location.
Quick fridge water break.
There's only 10 minutes to go.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
Sorry. It's been a fun one, but we've not gone far. I like one.
It's been a really good one.
Yeah.
Strategizing.
Strategizing.
Is
I
he in the West
think one of
Country?
the few times that you've kind of got back together and then planned a bit.
Yeah.
Done some nice role playing this time.
We've actually got a pace
Yeah,
of what to do
actually.
now as well.
I just did.
And then the next session we realise there's all the other things that we need to do.
And they're like, oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, you don't know everything.
Erwin
Got even
and
more things to do
Hags.
now.
So far on my list I've got Erwin, Hags, Mountains, Kill Strahd.
Yeah.
Find a werewolf heart.
So you're sure you can control yourself, Gabriel?
Pretty much, unless the moon comes up.
Okay.
I
Unchaining him.
nod at Jakul and sort of wave him over again and say, if she can do something with his heart, we won't need the cave.
True. Not on.
And we're halfway to the Wizard's Tower.
Yeah. I'll relay the information to Gabriel. You're the only one who doesn't know about the heart. If we've learned from Esmeralda, if we can find the heart of the one who turned you, we may be able to break your curse. I have been unable to completely remove Red's curse as well, in all honesty.
Fun. But it won't be there though.
I unhook Gabriel's pack and hand it to him.
Yeah, take the chains off him.
Yeah, I'm giving him like a tattered robe that we got from the mayor as well.
Nice. The book is no longer in it.
Yeah.
Which book?
The journal.
book.
The one that you can write in.
Ah, shit.
The Gabriel book.
Yeah, where's my book?
The Raven
The
Queen
Book of
book.
Gabriel.
The Raven Queen book.
That's still there.
That's not there either.
Sweet.
No, it is. That is.
That is there.
That's there. Fair. Okay. Got that back. Right, I'll put the robe on. I'll put the thing over me. And I don't disguise self, because now I see no point.
No.
Well, says Esmeralda in a slightly deeper voice than you.
Well,
The mayor came with us.
Where to?
Back on the road towards Vallaki, see if we can retrace our steps, I suppose. Find a
We
well.
can find.
Can I see if there's any very, very faint scent of the group to try and retrack?
Oh, the way you originally came.
Yeah. To go
That was
find back to where they
That was like
You'd know it. You'd know
3
it.
or 4
Oh,
days.
no.
And Jacul's always been map making.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
on. It was on
It
the
was on
path.
the main
It was on
road.
the main
road.
path.
It's on a
What
cross section.
happened, yeah.
Yeah.
We're head our way back to there. If the body is still there, it might not. Most likely will not be, but it's worth a shot.
If we can get back to where we left it, I might be able to find it from there if it's still close.
Red will also image to
Tracking.
about tracking.
Right. That's probably our best bet for now. That we have a safe place we could maybe go to if
What time is it
worse comes
roughly?
to worse.
It's
It's
morning
10
still,
to.
isn't it?
Oh.
we got up super early, so
Okay.
We got out with the
You
dog.
guys have made really good time this morning, so you're
Still
pushing
morning,
through.
I think.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's like
Coming up for
9.
lunch.
Oh, was it? What was it?
Or probably about 10, half
Yeah,
10ish.
10.
Took you a couple of hours to get down from the top, a couple of hours roleplay there, back up quickly, back down quickly for about
Good
half
team.
10, 11.
Right.
Um,
Maybe quick then.
you reckon it's probably about 3 hours to the crossroad?
By our reckoning, from the crossroad to the cave, how long would that be?
2 hours maybe?
that's fine. We
Fine,
could
so
do
that's
them
fine.
both if needed.
Okay.
Let's move.
Okay. Red's gonna take point.
Yeah.
And is gonna set not a very fast
Just
pace.
on the lookout.
Yeah.
What's everyone else doing? Map making still?
Yep.
Esmeralda watch.
Is that the new job?
That is the new job.
Keeping an eye out for any signs of.
Lookout?
Yeah.
I am trying to focus on the Raven book, trying to find Eric.
Okay.
As we're going, I just want to sort of quietly let Constance and Jakul both know about what happened with Esmeralda, what she was up to.
Say it, roleplay for me.
Assuming there's enough distance that she's not hearing us. Esmeralda wants these two. Just so you know.
She hasn't killed them yet, though.
No, I hit her.
Shackle and I have decided that we won't tell her about the cave until she needs to know about the cave. If she can end this curse by whatever she needs to do to this heart.
She doesn't need to know.
She doesn't need to know.
Yep. Keep an eye on her.
As you walk the first hour, everyone lost in their own thoughts a little bit. Some gentle chit-chat going on between you. Esmeralda is kind of like joking, a little bit offensive sense of humour, kind of with you. You don't think she... Give me a... No, you don't even need to roll. You don't think she travels with people very often.
Yeah. Okay.
She's definitely got...
A lone wolf.
Yeah, totally someone who travels by themselves or very small groups. She looks to you. Do you have room for a little one up there?
Red's already said no.
No! I can't decide if Constance is really dense or if she's just not taking any of this.
Continue to think.
Okay. As you continue to walk, your pace not too fast.
Yeah, I'm still a bit stiff.
Everyone give me, who's on lookout, you can have advantage, Hessia, perception check, please.
Well, I'll go with the first one. 14.
13.
I think I get advantage on sight
Visual.
and smell, vision and smell. 17.
14. 13?
I don't roll because I'm too busy.
14.
Excuse me.
13, maybe.
But yeah, you're one.
14 on you, and
17.
you can see that Esmeralda's limp has got worse the longer she's been walking outside in the cold. Not so much that she's clearly spending less time to hide it and more focus on just setting a good pace.
Yeah.
As you come up to a small bridge coming over the river, which points back over towards Kresk and then along the main road to Balaki. You can see sort of up the river to the north-ish, there's a bigger lake pool there, and you can see a tower sitting at a slight angle, quite old looking. As you cross the bridge and then keep going straight, you would all know that's the direction to go.
Yeah.
As you know where you're going.
Yeah. She's going to be picking up scents, see if there's any changes, because I don't think Red was there when you killed this werewolf.
You were up.
Yeah.
We were together.
Was
Yeah,
this
it's when
ages
I-
ago?
It was really quick.
This was ages ago.
You met a lone werewolf.
That
Yeah.
was it. Yeah, okay, so she will know the smell vaguely.
Yeah, it was like
she's
Give me a
wild magic into a parallel
perception,
dimension.
please.
That's all I remember of that fight.
Yeah.
That's where I got my
Red,
crystal bead.
I'd like to take the blanket that I wrapped the head in, which hasn't been
Oh, you have
washed
it.
since then.
Oh, I'll give you advantage.
Nice.
And,
Yeah, she's doing
I can't
that.
really give you any more advantages. Roll and I'll tell you what you find. You're going to find something.
Do you want me to have advantage or
Excuse my cough.
did you say
Yeah, advantage.
Okay. 12. Right, no, 11.
There's definitely close to it. You can smell the corpses still here, but there's something masking it as well.
How far do you think it is?
Not far at all.
Just keep going.
Yeah, around the next bend.
Red will sort of plod ahead and sort of flick the tail as a come this way.
Yep. Around the next
She's
bend.
enjoying having a prehensile tail.
As you make your way round to this crossroads, so to the north you've got the kind of more rugged, what's a T-junction. Going north you've got kind of like the rugged road, which is the one you snuck
That's where
round.
we came from, wasn't it?
Yep, first time round. And then you've got the kind of main road here where you can see carts between Wizards of Wine, which have been running on these roads. You can see the clearing and the carnage. As just you see it, and the smells become very clear as they fill your nose. Barovian peasants slaughtered, body parts everywhere, heads, limbs just cut from different parts of the body.
Do you recognise them?
You do
They're
indeed.
the ones that we sent off. Yeah.
Lovely.
The ones who are following Eliza?
Who we sent off alone.
After Kresk.
Yeah.
Back to Valaki.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least they died before stomachs.
Red's gonna drop down and is gonna pick her way through to try and find which is the corpse they're looking for.
As you do, it's hard to say what kind of creature did this. Are you looking at their bodies or not?
She'll be looking at them as she goes, but it's mainly...
It's not
smelling.
claws or cuts. There's definitely one where you look and it looks like something has grabbed it and just pulled from either
So it's
side.
like blunt damage rather than...
No, this is literally something large
Something
has
monstrous.
grabbed this by the legs and the torso and ripped. And it's just the sort of tear you can imagine going across the midriff there. There is blood and gore everywhere. Surprisingly few carrion or birds or anything like feasting on them.
Fresh.
Maybe a day.
Which way are the bodies facing? So they look like they're running to Valaki or running away from Valaki.
It's absolute carnage. You won't be able to
They've all
tell.
just been like picked up and thrown.
As you step through, you've been careful, but you feel the cold, wet blood on your paws. It seeps into the bottom of your fur as you start to leave bloody footprints behind you. In the centre of them is this body, headless, of the werewolf creature that you killed. What's everyone else doing?
Offering up a prayer to the dead.
Following.
Vengeance must be met, Paladin.
You hear this ringing, resonating voice within your head, filling you with oaths in languages you don't know or recognise, and some you do.
I lean forward and say in Orcish, which it speaks. Then let us have vengeance.
Hoofs come back, and again a puff of air out of his nose. Gabriel, with your negative from last week, thank you very much, whoever that was, can you give me a constitution save?
Yeah.
I know what's coming.
I knew I should have kept you in chains.
Where's that
While you're rolling
barbarian?
this, you make it to the centre. So be rolling it for me.
So Red is gonna... Is
19,
its chest closed?
And you got disadvantage. As you get to the chest...
And 16.
Oh.
Fucker, nice. You can see
God.
as you would have to physically twist the body
Yeah,
over.
she'll grab it with her teeth and pull it.
As you do, that cold, salty blood fills your mouth and your tongue can't help but taste it. As you roll this creature over, you look on its chest. Beautifully carved. Exquisitely carved. There's an S. As your eyes wander over from it, to this creature's chest. It's been just completely caved in.
There's nothing in there.
Of course there isn't.
She'll turn back and pad back over.
Which way are our enemies, Paladin? They shall know righteous justice.
As the hoof slams down, as the head shakes.
Oh my god.
Who did this?
That's a good question.
These people were defenseless.
I get down from Hadrim and head towards Red.
Yeah, she's padding back and she'll instantly show the image of the body, the S, the caved in chest.
It is
the empty.
the mirror image S of his seal that was on the letter inviting you for lunch.
Right.
The mirror image. Like the perfect replica of it, just carved into this creature's chest.
Well,
Lunch it is.
the cave it is, I suppose. Or we find this.
Hessia, where are you looking?
Esmeralda.
She is like eyes fixed on Gabriel. As you look at her eyes, as you look over to Gabriel, you see him twitching slightly, like a hand move, involuntary. Do you say anything? Do you do anything as you regain control?
I would stare at Esmeralda and just be like, if like, kind of give it a look like, if I turn, I'm fucking you up first.
There's a look of
like.
As you look at her now, she is every bit. She's got her serious fucking game face on.
Yeah.
There is no giving this woman at all. There is no doubt that if he would have turned there, as you look at her, she would have beat the shit out of him. She would have shot him. She would have gone for him full on. You have zero doubt that she would have done what she could to drop him as fast as humanly possible.
Hessia would have that exact same face looking at Esmeralda.
Red's gonna be casually licking the blood off her paws and well, it's dirty. Gonna project the image, talk to Constance and just sort of the image of the cave, or what she imagines the cave looks like. She's not actually been there. Just
You went up near it and you saw the outside.
Yeah.
So showing the image of the cage and just sort of a cat shrug.
What do we know about this alpha werewolf that they said could be the sire of all of these?
They have a base to the north.
To the north where?
We met it before.
It's going to be in a hide. There's going to be a hide.
Where in the north?
Above the lake?
Lake. Is that?
Mount Baritok, which is like...
I thought that was the other one.
If you-
That's where the druid was.
I tracked them for a while, but it was not worth my time to fight them all. She looks at you for a second. Excuse me. I can show you, but I will not go with you.
Why?
That's not
You
what
know
she needs
why
to do.
I am here.
Mm-hmm. And by killing this one, how many other werewolves would cease to be werewolves?
They do not work like that.
That's
We
what you
would
said.
have to try and cure them.
Ah.
It is not just to kill him.
Well,
A lot of the ones who are born werewolves, they have no chance to be turned back.
right. Well, what do we do then?
It's
If we can
already,
get
like,
the
midday.
hearts, we can hopefully save them. Even I am not sure.
How-
Reds will talk to Constance.
But if we are going to go, we need to go now and fast.
How
far?
It is off-road. We would have to move quickly. Maybe 3 or 4 hours from here.
To the north.
Just up to the mountains. Sort of.
If for whatever reason he's not there or we fail, we are going to be out in the open.
Their den is there.
When night falls.
I found it myself. But like I said, it was not worth the resources it would cost me or the risk to end them.
How many were there?
At any given time, at most I saw there was 15. Their leader may not even be there.
There's a great risk. If we go, even if we clear them out, and we don't get the right heart, it might be better to live out this full moon and then go to the next one.
Will there be any chance of breaking the curse if we wait until the next full moon?
Gabriel's already turned once.
Exactly.
I don't know enough about the curse.
Red will talk to Constance and just show the S.
You hear a booming voice in your head.
Vengeance, Constance! We must kill these werewolves!
As she pointed as...
They did this, I know it. Cowards!
Red, are you considering... Are you suggesting we go to Castle Ravenloft?
Even better!
No.
You don't think he knows what this is or what's going on at all?
He's just like, yeah, that sounds great.
Question. Has Esmeralda showed us where it is on the map?
Yep, you should put it out to you on the map. Yeah.
Gabriel turns and still walks off.
Towards it? You know what happens if this doesn't work?
Have you seen Eric?
No.
No.
Then I walk.
Where to?
I just walk off towards the mountain.
To the north?
To the north.
Very
you
well.
can follow if you wish, but if not, then hopefully I kill him before I come and kill you.
Shrug and follow.
Hey Grim, vengeance is that way.
Vengeance!
And that's where we'll leave it.
Nice.
Good game, well done.
I have somehow managed to gain an extra D8.
What, turtle D8?
Turtle D8.
Oh, I think there was a mixed bag.
Yeah.
One of them had a turtle in there. Oh, I'm absolutely
Are we hurting? So, as always, thank you for everyone who stopped and watched. It was awesome. We had some lovely chat going on. It was really good.
And my negative is gone. I've used it.
I was thinking that's quite like I'm saving it. If you guys went there, like come on. So as always, if anyone subscribes on Twitch, you can get the emotes that we've got. And if we get to 15 subscribers, we unlock the other emotes. So we can only have one emote at the moment, which is rubbish. Thanks, Twitch.
Gabriel, isn't it?
Just Gabriel.
Just Gabriel's stupid face. His non-scarred up stupid face.
But we've got some others, which I can't even upload until we get to 15 subs. Boo this. And all bits and all money we make, 100% is spent on getting...
Gabriel in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, that's going to be the art we get next.
Like the amazing Hessia art we got.
The amazing Hessia art is amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, honestly, I love the
let me
just walk me like out by chains instead.
That would have been another thing to do.
No, but if you're in chains, you can't walk.
So if I
want you properly in chains.
If you check out the Facebook, I've worked out I can like create an event on the Facebook saying when we're going to play.
Nice.
So if you like and follow the ULARP Facebook page, which I will just share to everyone somehow. Bear with me. 2 seconds, sorry.
Are you okay, Adam?
like
You sound like
Cold's
you're
getting worse.
I was.
It's on your chest now.
Yeah, this is considerably better than it was this morning and last night, wasn't it, Sam? Like yesterday was so grim.
That's
I think I'm over the worst of it now. Like it wiped out like 2 of our photographers and 2 of our technicians at work, and I thought I'd got away with it, and then it just hit me like a train. Live stream. So if you check out the Facebook group and you can see the art we have had done is in an album, and there's the I Cast Divine Sense and the I'm Helping one.
I'm helping.
Which and then we've got like the one really good art of at the moment, plus the old character arts that you've all seen.
Still my background. I fucking love it.
The great.
So good.
Alright, now my question is do I want to be getting Uber, or do I just want to get the bus?
Nice to be able to get money for it, which is fantastic, and I'm glad that people enjoy it, and it's also super cool to be able to spend money on art. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I will upload this episode on YouTube this week. When are we next week?
Anytime we can do.
I have
anytime.
Year 11 parents' evening on Thursday.
Oh, and I can't.
So can't do Thursday.
And I can't do Tuesday or Wednesday.
Monday.
Matt?
Monday?
I think I can do Monday.
Oh, I've got to do some planning then, boys. So, wait, you're going werewolf hunting, are you?
Yeah.
So, I think it's going to be a fighty one.
We have one silver thing.
Well, you're going to have
We've
to
got
bring
magic.
it again,
Oh, man, next week is going to be a good one.
I'm going to have to rest to get all my moonbeams back.
Proper kill the boss before Gabriel and Red turn into werewolves and then perform this ritual and hope
or
it
before
works.
Esmeralda goes wild and
haywire and just.
Oh, man, I'm sure that's going to end well.
Yeah.
I enjoyed smashing over the floor. That was fun.
I think Gabriel's come to the realisation that if it doesn't work, then he's got to take out one thing before he goes back to the Raven Queen and gets shanked for it.
Yeah. So aiming for Monday.
Monday.
Yeah,
should be fine.
And be good to do like a LARP one as well. But, people have said that they'd like to see more LARP stuff.
Yeah.
I know it's a pain for you guys to get here twice a week or to do something, but it would be good to arrange something.
Normally,
Yeah, we can see about that. Cool. Anyway, cheers for watching, everyone.
Thanks.
Awesome. Bye, guys. Cheers. Bye.